What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of What Are They Cooking, the series, where we go over and review audience replays to see all the zany ideas that you have concocted. Now, before we get into it, I want to preface the video with the announcement once again that if you have a replay that you would like to see in one of these segments, you can post it in the Discord link in the Edison Format Replays channel. Today we have some fun replays. I think these are all ladder games on the Edison Format DB ranked ladder. I think they all are. So we got a few different decks to feature, starting off with this Amarillis Gemini build. So I think there's like another deck like this where they're like variations of my decks, but with new innovative technology, which is just the kind of thing I love to see. So first off, we got the Amarillis deck, and they're playing apparently some kind of Gigavice version of Amarillis. So I guess just like even more combo-y. If we can at least ever get to Lone Fire Blossom here. We do drop Gores, which is pretty nice in this situation. But the opponent is just going to summon Destiny Hero Plasma and take our Gores. They could have Foolish something. I guess they only tributed like a Treeborn Stratos Dandelion anyway. So they make the Plasma. They steal our guy. Alright, but we have card destruction to try and find something. We find a Nettles, which is the unfortunate brick you have to play in Gigavice. We can at least bring back Amarillis here, which is not bad. We're going to immediately Raigeki break. Why did we do that in the standby? Because that just let them bring back Treeborn. I feel like we could have waited. Alright, we draw into Burial. Burial is nice. It's going to fix our graveyard so we get the Amarillis back. We crash, but we are down like a lot. We are down a lot of cards. The opponent can bring back the Treeborn, but they don't have any kind of Caius this time. They can run over the Amarillis, take 800, but we are getting super low. We're getting super... What can we even draw at this point? Like, we're so far behind. They're 1-for-1ing into Cyber Valley. This deck the opponent's playing looks like something I would play too, actually. It's very based. It's got Destiny Hero Plasma and Cyber Valley and stuff. Extremely cool. So here, looks like we're just going to open up with Hidden Armory. Opponent does not play into our Gores. We have a pretty good play into their Set Raikou, though. They, for some reason, didn't pop our Dandelion, which seems wrong. I don't know. Okay, we weren't able to get over the Sangan, so they're going to be able to Caius us. But they could have just, like, Caiused our Necrogarda instead if they'd popped the Dandelion, and they'd have cleared all the tokens by then. So, I don't know. Usually people are, like, outplaying themselves when they choose not to Raikou in that sort of situation because they don't want to, like... If it's a Sangan or a Dandelion, you're usually better off just, like, getting it out of the way. I don't know. Yeah, letting it sit there is often a lot worse than just running it over. So we get hit in with a Kaiku, but we drop Gores, but they have, like, outs. So we're in a bad spot. We're a bad spot, and we got Fiend Comedian, which doesn't really do anything in this situation. I think people way overside this card. Like, I mean, I don't even side it anymore, but if I did, I definitely wouldn't bring it in as much as people do. I would basically just exclusively bring it in versus like Lightsworn or maybe Dragon Turbo or something like that. Maybe Vayu too. Just like only mill decks or just like decks that go through everything. Dragon Turbo is not really a mill deck, but it's basically, it fills up its graveyard just as fast. So here we're going to see the Fiend Comedian go off. I mean, okay, we did hit, so I guess their Debris gets canceled. That's nice. They're going to clear a Kaiku, but they don't have a lot of other stuff. They mill like a bunch of good stuff for us, but then they vanish it all with the Soul Release, so I don't know. I guess that comes out kind of even, but they had to spend a card they shouldn't have had to spend. Here they just go Cyber Valley pass, but we add it with Raikou and the opponent concedes, so we're going to game number 3. Alright, that worked out pretty well. Game number 3. Are we going to see this Supervise actually get used? Like, we got to find a Giga plan here. I'm sure it comes up. Because they sent in the replay, so it must have happened, right? Well, we Gores them for a third game. We have had Gores every game, and they have had a pretty good answer every game. But now, we have the Lone Fire. Instead, we're going to Soul X for this turn, though. We're not going to Fiend Comedian. Do we call it right again? No, we do not. So we get to Mill 10, though. Mill 10 is really good. All right. You know what? Yeah, got to give them credit for the Fiend Comedian there. Maybe it was worth it. I don't know. Their grave did end up filling pretty fast. They have, like, hamsters and Raikous and stuff, so I can kind of see it. Fiend Comedian's it's like a based card, you know? It's okay. I'm not going to fully retract what I said before. I still don't think it's optimal to bring it in this kind of matchup, but hey, it was good there. It was definitely good there. So we're going to finally go for the Gigaplant combo. Gigaplant, Revive, Lone Fire, go into Titanial. Alright, we can stack for Plague. We can make Brute Drago. No, we made RDA. Do you not play Black Brute Drago? Oh, it would have been so good, right? I mean, I guess we don't have another Gemini. How many Gigaplant do we even play? Do we just play one? I don't know. We're going to have to crash. We can hit for tons of damage. It's lucky there was no Mirror Force there. That would have been... I guess we know that they're not on it because we saw Treacherous. It's also lucky there was no Treacherous there, although we had the Titanial to stop it, I guess. And now we're bringing back double Amarillis, and we got Gigaplant on the field, so we're in a very good spot. They go for Brain Control. Obviously, Brain Control doesn't do anything. We tribute the Gigaplant. Shouldn't we have kept our Gigaplant? Am I crazy? Seems like it would have been a good thing to do, and they just draw into more hamsters, so they actually give up. They actually give up because they can't stop the double Amarillis from swinging in and killing them. Okay, next up we got, this is Chaos Fairy with Junk Synchron, I have been told. So we're going to find out what that's all about. Like I said, another me deck, but with some spice to it, you know. Well, I guess that's a weird way of putting it, because all of my decks have spice, right? They're just, like, inherently like that. But, you know, extra spice that I didn't think of. So here we eat a deep prison. It looks like... the opponent is on cats. Okay. Well, the Raikou is going to mess us up here. Did we just normal summon twice on that turn? Am I crazy? Am I crazy or did we double normal summon there? I thought we did. It looked like we did to me, but maybe we didn't. Maybe they just left the... No, I swear we did, right? We had to have. I'm not going back to look, but I think... something suspect happens. I could be wrong. The opponent is doing pretty well, though. They got a Pot of Avarice. They got a bunch of dudes on the field. All right, we go for Junk Synchron. Our guy gets crowed, but we have Brain Control. We can take the dude. They chain Dust, so just, like, advertising their gores. Just like, I have gores in my hand. I have it. It's here. Alright, well, the Raikou takes out the Thought Ruler. If they just left the Dust there, they could have maybe killed this Torrential eventually. Wait, did we just try to Sork a face-down monster? That's not how that works. That's not how that works. Oh my god, they, like, Mega Sharked us there, too. They said because we declared the effect, we have to banish our face-up Sork. Dude, this is not finals of Ribbit Rulers, my guy. People on ladder are so freaking ridiculous. What the hell? I can't believe they made us do that. I guess it's fair because we double normaled on them earlier. Maybe, potentially. I thought we did, but I wasn't, like, 100% sure. But, yeah, that's definitely, I mean... There's no universe where I would do that if my opponent declared Sork like that. I would just, like, tell them no. You know? You can't banish my face-down monster. And then, you know... If they... I guess this is why I don't play ladder. This is why I don't play ladder. Because I would just, like, not... tolerate that kind of behavior. We summon Christia, and we add back the Dimalk, and they bottomless us, but that's fine, right? We just get a +1. We just get a +1. I mean, that's the crazy thing about Christia, is like worst case scenario, you just get like a +1. I guess worst case scenario, you get solemned, but outside of like that specific case, the worst case scenario is you just get a plus. We're kind of in like a stalemate here. No one wants to make a move. We're going to Rhoda for Warrior Lady. It looks like we're playing Purple Light with trap cards and no Decree, I think. So definitely a different build. Maybe Purple Light gives you more level 2s to use with the Junk Synchron. That kind of makes sense. Because Purple Light, unlike Junk Synchron, is not even a tuner. So you can just like bring it back, make a level 5. Makes sense. I feel like you would want to play more Hamster Raikou, though, too. We summon a Valley and it just gets Mind Con, which, yeah, that is a thing that will happen when you just summon Valley. Oh my god, they have main deck My Body? What is going on in this game? They got a weird build. They're playing like a 2010 cat build or something. But, you know, the Avarice is big. The Mind Con and the Valley they just go Dad Cat. It's so over for us, actually. Is it, though? Hold on. Can we add something back from that Banish pile? Fader. Okay. We get back Fader. Is our Christie alive? 1, 2, 3. Our Christie is alive. It's not even over. They Avarice Dad Cat us, and it's not even over. Like, we have some hopium here. I don't know if it's enough. We Purple Light. We Purple Light the Bottomless Triple, and we Honest over for game. No way, dude. We won that game. We were we were down so bad. We were down so bad. The opponent sharked our Chaos Sorcerer play, and we were down so bad. They had like all the stuff. They had their Dark Arm Dragon in their Rescue Cat deck live. They were +6, but we still, Christie is just that good. Christie is that good. Battle Fader keeps us alive, and we summon Christie and we win. That's nuts. Well, speaking of getting like blown away by Rescue Cat plays, that appears to be what's happening right now. So we get 2 cards ripped out of our hand. Our opponent's gonna make 2 synchros. No way we come back this time, right? They rip our Christia, which is, I mean, it's dead anyway. So also we are down to 100 life. How did we get down this low already? All right, we scooped it up. We're good at game 3. Not coming back from that one with any kind of miracle play. So game 3, we open Dust Shoot. Okay, I feel like you should just set Warrior Lady in this situation. I guess you want to like drop the Sidra if they set a Spy or something maybe, but I don't know. Usually it's right to just set Warrior Lady in that kind of hand. I think we drop Trag here, right? Yeah, okay. We got the big boy. Just gonna try to swing into that Sangan. Do they let us do it? They Mirror Force it. Okay. We take 1,000, no big deal. They go set Spy. We gotta go for the Black Rose, right? No, we don't do it. Okay. I mean, I guess it wouldn't have worked. They had a Book of Moon set. So instead, we just swing over to Sangan, set Warrior Lady. I mean, that's fine too, honestly. This play isn't too bad. So we are gonna Orange Light the Spy, which is crazy because we know they have Cat, right? Didn't they just search it? Did they make a Taster? Why did they... They could have just Fortress Dragoned us and hit into the set monster. Instead, they choose to swing into the Sidra. I mean, okay. Yeah, that's a play. So they draw into the Dark Armed, which presumably she'll sit dead in their hand for a long time because you're playing freaking Cat. Like, oh man, this is the most 2010 Rescue Cat build I've seen in a while. We just go Brain Control, summon this. No, it won't be Torrential. It won't be... Okay, Mirror's gone at least. But yeah, we just go for game. Hope it's not anything. They have Book of Moon, so I guess they're going to stay alive. They are going to stay alive. They're going to book their own Catastor. So our YOLO play didn't work. And yeah, now our Warrior Lady gets outed. So we just got to pass. We could Orange Light here, but honestly, we probably shouldn't. Okay, we're going to do it anyway. Huh. Well, I guess now if Dimalk dies, we get back Christia and it's just live. But alternatively, we could have just added back Christia and then Orange Lighted after and it would have been live. We hit into their Spy and they got another Spy. We set Torrential. Are we going to use that? We are, but they have Road. But the Battle Fader is just guaranteed to keep us alive here. We're going to add back Christia again. This is feeling like a game 1 a lot. They just like switch their Arcanite. They try to after they summoned in defense mode. And now we shark them back based, you know, exactly what they deserve, honestly. I don't know. They might have had that thing in defense mode for a while. Who knows? We summon the Christia, though. We summon the Christia, we take our +1. And we set. Okay. They pop our back row. And they just switch Stardust to defense. They remember. They remember the Honest. But we have Battle Fader stay alive. They have Dark Armed again. We go Rhoda for Warrior Lady. Will this be it? Do they have a back row to stop this? They have Dimensional Prison. Okay. Well, this isn't going to work out. We're going to get deprisoned. However, we have another turn because we have a Battle Fader. Oh, Battle Fader's so good in this deck. All right, we draw Gores. Okay, but we have another turn because we have Gores, but our Honest gets ripped. So how do we even win? And we just let him go for it? I think... How do they shark us on that Sork play earlier, but they let us drop Sork after we thumbs up the Arabellum effect and they let us drop Gores after we thumbs up the Arabellum effect and like let them hand rip. They're just gonna let us do that, but like they just let us do that. But like the earlier play, it's like no, you must banish your own card. Edison ladder players are wild, man. What are we even doing here? We're just losing to Lim. Okay, well, unfortunate. We got owned by Rescue Cat, which to be fair, I think Cat is a very underrated deck. However, Dark Arm Dragon is definitely not an underrated inclusion. It's just like shouldn't be in here. Whatever. Let Cat players do what they want, honestly. This was a weird game. There was a lot of there was some strange events. We won that game 1, man. That game 1 was crazy. Game was crazy. But apparently we're using like Purple Light with Junk Synchron, so I guess that's some cool technology. All right, next up we got Zeta. Someone sent this to me. This isn't even their game. They just like pointed out that this was a weird game they saw happening on ladder, and we can see already the return of DD Dynamites. How many? This is like the third episode in a row where the opponent just has DD Dynamite in their deck for some reason. What is going on out there in the world that is causing people to play DD Dynamite? Chaos at okay, you know what? This deck's at least committed to the to the strat. All right, it's at least like got a coherent something going on here. We're playing a bunch of like Banish cards, but then again, this is just like right? Because we're playing Zeta against the Banish deck. So every time they banish one of their own cards, we just get like tokens. We just get a 500 Zeta token. So all right, Gold Sark for Necroface. That is the play. We draw Knock and they scoop. All right, main deck Knock, very, very nice. All right, you know you're cool. I get that it's good with Zeta and all that, but like main deck Knock. Is this Thomas Darn's alt? Is that what's happening? Is that what's going on here? They miss on Dimalk too. Unfortunate. Chaos End is a funny card. Let's read Chaos End. I think it's like Dark Hole, but only when you have 7 banished cards. That does appear to be what it is. So it's kind of like just really not worth it. I don't know. It's like an okay payoff. I mean, it's a good payoff, right? But it's not a good enough payoff for the ridiculous requirement. Brain Control, one of the only outs to Dad there, so that was good by them. They go Crow on the Zeta, which, okay, I mean, stops them from getting a token. They summon Breaker Attack for game. Why is Breaker in your deck? What's going on? What is going on with the opponents today? There's just like, the series is getting weirder as we go. It was like this before too. 2 weeks in a row we played against freaking Bulkwings. I think that's what someone in the comments called it. It was like the Blackwing deck that had just a bunch of random stuff instead of staple spell traps. But that was in last week's episode, or last week's episode, the last like 2 episodes, which may or may not have been this week or last week. Right now we're getting like tokens. We're getting mad tokens, but the opponent's gonna soul release us. Okay, they can Chaos End right now, right? They have 7 banished cards. They can just slap that Chaos End on the board, kill everything. All right, they just Raigeki'd us for 4, although 3 of them were token. We Burial put back, bro. We just got soul released for our whole graveyard, but now we drew Burial for the different dimension. We put back all the Zetas. Oh no, you must feel so dumb, opponent. You must feel so sad. All right, we get the Chaos End that we Gold Sarked for, which is technically live, so I guess we just have to play with the knowledge that our opponent has Dark Hole in their hand. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. Looks like we're going to go for the Armory Arm into the Fortress Dragon. Pretty sweet play there. Swing in for 2k. All we have is Heavy and Brain Control, which is, I mean, that's 2 really good cards, I guess, but whatever. We are going to do Prison there, and then we get 3 tokens. We get 3 tokens. We Crow one of the Zetas, so now we only get 2 tokens. Get owned, opponent. All right, they Sark for Dynamite though. We're getting there. We're getting there somehow. How much does Dynamite? Is it 300 per? It is 300, so it'll do 2100 damage right now. We're gonna stack for Plague, make a Goyo Guardian, hit over, not gonna take the Fortress Dragon. Okay. I guess, well, we're just getting Chaos Ended anyway. We attack with DD Warrior Lady, but now we can do nothing. We could also Karma Cut, but we could just wait for their turn to use Karma Cut and get 2 more tokens. How many tokens did we summon this game? All right, we're going for Blackwings Dragon. Kill everything. Set the DD Dynamite. Do we banish 2 for Sork? We do indeed. The DD Dynamite only does 3,000 right now. We can Yoink to get rid of the Sork. Draw Tragodia. That's dead right now. We draw Dad. That's dead. They draw Nikias. That's dead. We set Karma Cut. Go for Sork. Sork attack, but there is a Karma Cut on the Chaos Sorcerer, which is going to give us 2 tokens. That's pretty scary. We don't go for game. We attack with the tokens. I mean, we could have Kai'd first, but now we summon Kai's. DD Dynamite gets flipped. It's not enough damage, though. It's not enough damage, so we just die to the 1k burn in main phase 2. Wow. That was something. Final replay. We have a ladder match, just like a random game between Vayu and Blackwings, I guess. So yeah, it looks like they're gonna collude over our hamster. We're going to Raikou, their set monster. Understand, we Caius them too. We just have the legendary hamster Caius opening going first with Vayu Turbo. Gonna be always rough to deal with. Opponent has Whirlwind though, that could help. They go summon Gale, but we have oppression for Gale, right? Yeah, okay. We do have oppression for Gale. Rough for the opponent. We have Heavy Storm. We summon Armageddon Knight. Is Dark Armed live? No, Dark Arm's not even close to be live. we got 2 more things need to die before Dark Armed is live. So they're gonna run over us with Android. We have Dad Burial though. How could we? Yeah, that's just like really good, you know. I think Dad Burial might be really good. So we're going to summon the Dark Arm. That eats Oppression. Okay, we set Burial. Our Burial gets Typhoon randomly. That's kind of frustrating, but we have the Mirror Force. And now we just summon this attack for game. All right, easy game number 1. On to game number 2. How do we open up? Oh, it looks like we're on Lila in here. So probably playing like Charge Triple Raikou Lila or something. Makes sense. We have Lila and Typhoon and Heavy. Your back row are just like not safe this game, opponent. Okay, we set Raikou. They're just going to swing into it. We take out the Bora, probably. We have so much back row hate. We're going to have to get some value out of that. We draw into Charge. All right. Based. We're playing Charge. Charge into Raikou. Set the Typhoon. Opponent summons Kaiku. They swing in with the Shura. We're going to kill that. Stop them from getting the plus. We mill Plague Vayu, but unfortunately they're going to hit us with the Kaiku. Wait, there's just... Oh, this is a... I thought this was game 1, but actually I think this is game 2, so they're not maining Kaiku. They are, in fact, siding the Kaiku. We have a Bottomless Trap Hole. Going to chain Torrential Tribute just to be sure we can clear that Kaiku. Use our Vayu in the graveyard. Make the Armed Wing. Okay, they go for Blizzard. Special out the Gale. Have our guy Heavy Storm. They're just drawing everything they need. Why'd they go friggin' Brionac? Huh? I mean, I guess it's not like you can take this with Goyo, but I feel like it was a weird thing to make. We go Lore, alright. Dark Armed? Is that live? Oh my, it is. So we're just going to drop the Dark Armed. And then Prio kill the Brio? Based. We kill the Mirror Force as well, so a Card Trooper attack. Feeling pretty good right about now. The opponent is apparently balding in the chat. Lol, your luck, knock normal, XDDD. Okay. Well, you just drew friggin' Sirocco for collude over for game, which... Actually, your luck, not normal, XDDD. Okay. Oh my god, they're still going. They're still going. Shut up, Age. They're getting very toxic in the chat, I see. Yeah. I guess this is just what ladder is. Oh well. Once again, this entire episode should just be entitled Why I Don't Play Ladder. Why I Don't Play Ladder. Oh my god. This is the kind of person that we're dealing with frequently on here, but looks like we are absolutely owning game 3 as well with the Gores and the Kaias. Is this game 3? I assume this is game 3. I think. Did we lose game 1? Now I'm confused. All right, the opponent has just quit after saying Monkey Top Deck Heavy again. All right, what a jerk. As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Furthermore, if you enjoy my content, you should think about becoming a channel member. You get access to tons of bonus content, and it's a great way to help support the channel.